Hello and welcome to another edition of the Moving Iron Podcast. This podcast is proudly provided by Axon, helping dealers move more iron for almost 100 years. Find out more at axontire.com. Axon was started almost 100 years ago out of a passion for keeping agriculture moving. It's that same passion that drives them today. With a vision for a better experience for both farmer and dealer, they set out to create a better way to move more iron. When you partner with Axon, you get immediate access to a full range of products and solutions designed to meet the complex needs of today's grower. Axon carries all major brands and sizes of tires, wheels, and tracks. From custom colors and sizes to fully customized wheels, you can have the solution for virtually any problem today's farmer is trying to solve. To find more or become an Axon dealer, please visit axontire.com.
Moving iron in the 21st century. Hard-working people working hard for you and me. Moving iron, time and time again. Through the years you'll find us here. Moving iron.
Hey everyone, it's Jaclyn Krymowski with the Herd Book Ag Media, giving you your Moving Iron Ag News update here for this third week in June. Starting off our political news, the National Cattlemen's Beef Association recently petitioned to the USDA to eliminate the quote-unquote product of the USA label in favor of more descriptive claims, such as processed in the USA. According to the petition, quote, beyond precluding a specific misleading practice, NCBA believes this can be accomplished voluntarily without the imposition of new regulatory requirements on the beef supply chain. Furthermore, USDA, through the Agriculture Marketing Service, should proactively work with beef producers, processors, and retailers to develop voluntary, verifiable origin marketing claims that deliver tangible benefits to cattle producers without violating rules of trade. And speaking of the meat sector, the North American Meat Institute has been vocal about the crisis with containerized ocean shipping that continues to affect the U.S. meat and poultry export markets. Recently, they urged Congress and Secretary of Agriculture Tom Vilsack to take more action that would mitigate the delays and congestions currently facing U.S. ports. While goods coming into the United States is still overwhelming, the demand for shipping containers also continues to increase. However, ocean carriers are still not carrying U.S. ag commodity exports and returning empty containers to Asia. According to Julia Anna Potts, President and Chief Executive Officer of the North American Meat Institute, quote, failure to hold these carriers accountable could have long-lasting detrimental effects of the trade-dependent U.S. meat and poultry industry and agriculture sector, which has caused $1.5 billion in lost revenue. In international news, it looks like the U.S. is not the only one facing unusual droughts this year. Going all the way over to the Ivory Coast, this year's rainy season has been notably unusually dry for the past month and could be threatening the April to September cocoa crop. By now, usually there are heavy downpours that encompass the region from April all the way through mid-November, and thus far there have not been any. In fact, last week's rainfall was 46.2 milliliters below the 5-year average, according to data from Reuters. Note that this region, the Ivory Coast specifically, produces about 40% of the entire world's cocoa beans. And if this dry spell does not end up, it could also delay next year's crop as well. And worth mentioning, while we're on the topic, drought conditions have not really been improving here in the U.S., especially in Utah, where the Salt Lake has notably dropped its water level. Likewise, reservoirs across California have also been on high alert. Note that this could potentially pose some serious implications for crop irrigation as dry soil conditions continue to be a major issue both in the state and surrounding states. The National Corn Growers Association recently released their first sustainability reports with some ambitious goals for the upcoming 10 years. This includes reducing soil erosion by an impressive 13% and increasing irrigation water use efficiency by 15%. And of course, I would be remiss if I did not give you a note on the JBS situation after the beef packing giant was hijacked by a Russian-speaking hacker gang that's coming from NBC News, which led to major plant shutdowns. As has been reported, JBS has since paid off the ransomware hackers about $11 million in a statement from last week. And it should be noted that this ransomware group, Revil, has made many $million by hacking other similar organizations working to encrypt files and demanding very large fees in exchange for the program to re-release them. JBS did say that they were able to keep most of their systems running without the hacker group intervening. However, they chose to pay them off nonetheless to ensure that their files were kept safe. All right, that should catch you up here for the middle of June. This Ag News Update is brought to you by the Herd Book Ag Media, serving all your agribusiness writing, communication, and media needs. Find us on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, or our company website, the-herdbook.com. Let me know you found about us here on Moving Iron and get 20% off your first invoice.
You want to have a meaningful competitive advantage to help sell more equipment. Whether you represent the sales, parts, or management department of an implement dealership, there's a surprising amount of complexity when it comes to tire, wheel, and track technology. Let Axon worry about that so you can get back to supporting your customers. Axon has leveraged years of experience to create a streamlined process that gives you a proven path to help today's grower and sell more equipment. The roots of their organization go back almost 100 years to the invention of the rubber tractor tire. Supporting agriculture is the number one driver of Axon, from product development through sales and service. To find more or become an Axon dealer, head over to agmarkets.com.
Moving iron in the 21st century. Hard-working people working hard for you and me. Moving iron time and time again. Through the years you'll find us here. Moving iron.